And here we are back again. As you can see by the little montage that I put together there, I'm on Chaos. Now, I never thought I'd go to Chaos. I like my little, I do like, still like, of course. Don't get me wrong, I'm a freedomer and I love spending time building my mountain deed, and I'm not going to stop doing that. But I got invited to Chaos. Battle Paul messaged me in the forums and said, come over to Chaos. Have you ever experienced any Chaos? And I was like, no, I hadn't even thought of going, really. I always thought, you know, Chaos is a scary place. But this is our first impressions video, and so I was speaking to Battle Paul, and yeah, he said, yeah, come on over, I'll come and get you, I'll hook you up with some stuff, or I'll look after you, you know, you can see different things, we'll go different places and experience Chaos life as it is, because it's definitely a different life to our freedom life, and I've found that it's actually really good and really immersive, and I think with shedding a bit of light on what the PvP servers are like, more people might actually have a go, have a visit. You don't have to live there all the time. Obviously, people do live there all the time and totally would not leave Chaos because they just love the way the Chaos or any PvP server is. I'm going to say a lot of Chaos because that's what I've experienced, and a lot of the videos that I'm doing for this short period of time will be, you know, I haven't experienced everything, but this is the idea was that I came over and I did an overview from an outsider's view, you know, someone who has never been there before, because I'm sure we can find many people that could do some of these videos that have lived on Chaos for how long? 9 years, something like that, and can obviously shed light on every aspect completely to the dot and dashes. Excuse me. But here I am. We're talking about what the place is like. So Battle Paul came over in his Nar, and we made sure that the wind was good, so we didn't have, you know, if we did come across somebody, at least they couldn't intersect us and stuff like that. So, you know, you need to think about the wind, and, you know, because having a really low wind and someone going to locate, you know, put out a locate spell, they can find you and insect you easily, or a lot more easily, if you have low wind. So if you're speeding along and you're getting over there, that's fantastic. So anyway, Battle Paul came and picked me up all the way back on Indy, and we travelled over. There's different ideas of where to cross and what server to cross, but from many different sources I've found that even from Indy you can cross on the west coast, and you can cross over into the Chaos, no problem. And it's been seen that even if you cross at the bottom end of Indy, you know, you can come into the server on Chaos at even like you know, at even a part of the bottom of the map, so you don't have to sail all the way down to Exo or even Delhi to cross. But crossing back, I think, is a different story. I'm yet to cross back, but I think crossing back, you probably find crossing into Delhi would probably be the usual course of action. Anyway, so if you decided to come over to Chaos, you know, you can spawn at one of the newbie spawn areas, and you know, at that point in time you're not part of any kingdom, so you're pretty much fresh meat if you just spawn at one of the newbie spawns. And what is this? Hunter's Lodge, there's the Gold Coast and the Landing, and then, you know, they're supposed to be for each type. Oh, and there's the Shroud. Sorry, I forgot the Black Lighters. God. So you know, if you decided to venture out into the wilderness straight off the bat, you're pretty much crazy. Let's face it. You know, you're fresh meat. You don't have, you know, you may have skills, but you're not really part of any kingdom or any alliance. So the idea on Chaos is probably the best idea is to have a look on the forums, go to the threads, and the recruitment threads, and find out, you know, who you want to join. I didn't know who I was going to join at first. I decided to with this invitation that I'd join MR, and you know, find out for yourself. You get a lot of opinions on different kingdoms and stuff, and you know, like I was speaking to one person, I won't name their name, but they were like, well, you know what, you get different people in every kingdom, so you can't say, oh, these are the bad guys, these are good guys, da 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 da. So you need to find out for yourself. But it just happened that I joined MR due to this invitation, and I had seen a lot of videos on Kratos TV about, you know, the battles that Kratos has had with different kingdoms, and I enjoyed them. So, and the other thing that I found is that there's actually quite a number of, well, not quite a number, there's some Aussies in Kratos, and the time zone for me is probably better than over on the west coast, which was like the House of Morian, which is seems to be a bit more US time zone stuffs. So yeah, contact the threads, you know, and I can't say that the people would come and get you like they did with me, but you know, even if you were spawning at the newbie zone, you could get in contact with someone. And I heard an instance the other day where someone was at the Gold Coast and they started to venture out, and someone from the Alliance went, who are you, what are you doing, and sent him back to the spawn area and said, you know, go fill out an application and get back to us on the forum. So and then you can, you know, then join the Alliance. I know that some deeds on Chaos only want experienced players or premed players, but others obviously accept anyone. And basically anyone coming into you know, and checking out Chaos is definitely a great thing for the server. I think if people just gave it a go, they'd be surprised, as long as they do it the right way. Like for instance, joining a kingdom, staying in a deed that's fortified, or even staying at a place that doesn't see much PvP action at the start. You need to really find out what it's all about, and not go out and go, oh, I'm gonna make a deed here, and throw it down, and find out someone comes along and goes, or the, you know, the opposing factions or kingdoms, and says, huh, cool, deed, let's drain that, let's take all his gear. But if you do it smart, you know, it can be not such a scary place. And the other thing that I'd like to say about it is that you can come over here, from what I've seen, come over here with no gear, and if you've joined an alliance or a kingdom, they pretty much look after you, I think. I can only go from what I've seen, but joining a kingdom is pretty cool. Like, from what I've seen, you know, they look after you, and there's lots of different people that have so many high skills, especially skills that are relating to PvP, like your, you know, like things like, you know, armor smithing and, you know, shield smithing and stuff like that. And people really, because they're really important things here to have, like, you know, those type of things, and archery and stuff like that. So, you know, like Battle Paul made me a really nice bow, you know, and I was like, awesome, cheers man, that's awesome. You know, it's a 90 quality bow, and I was stoked, you know, and it had already had some nice little chance on it. I may lose it, you never know. But yeah, so you get into these communities, these kingdoms, and it's just great to see, you know, the amount of the community involvement, and you know, everyone coming together. Like, I love my independence and freedom servers, but when I see these PvP server communities, I think, whoa, that's crazy. Because, you know, on the freedom servers, you pretty much, well, I know I do, I'm pretty much in my own local by myself for months on end, with seeing nobody. You know, I have my friends and stuff, and they're great, and they come in and they help me out, and I help them, and all that type of thing. But I see this common goal with on the PvP servers, like this community that's really strong, and it's like, okay, we know that we're going to plan this, and we need these people to be strong and help them train up and give them gear. We need to make them stocked up with maybe healing covers or some potions or something like that. And because there's players that have really great skills, you know, they are helping out people with less skills. And then you've got people with other skills like digging and masonry that are really high, and they can help on like fortifications and stuff like that, and making bricks and all this type of stuff, which actually really brings an immersion that I didn't see on the Freedom servers. But once again, I am a Freedomer, and I do love my Freedom server, and I love doing my deeds, so I'm not trying to be a fanboy here, but just trying to give an overview of what I've seen so far. And the community seems really strong, and I'm really digging that. And I'm hesitant to say, but I do think that on the PvP server, the immersion of Wurm is even greater than what it is on the Freedom servers, and that's pretty cool, because we all know that Wurm is a game that has probably the best immersion of any game from what I've seen anyway. And I've played games for a long time and lots of different games, and you get caught up in it, and when you have this extra immersion, it's pretty cool. But these videos, we're going to cover lots of different things. Just to go over some, we're going to head to the White Light, and we're going to talk about what all that's about, and you know, artifacts and stuff like that. And we're going to talk about different skills that you need to develop on PvP servers, things like, you know, your shield skill, because on Independence or whatever, I always say Independence, you don't really need a shield skill. Apart from a champion troll, a two-hander will take out just about everything. You don't need shield skills. So I came here with 5 shield skill. Now I have nearly 40. And shield skilling, actually, I'm not going to go into it, because we're going to talk about it later, and how to do it, and different ways of doing it, and what stances to use and stuff like that. We're also going to cover things like, we're just going to check out deeds as well. Obviously, we won't check out insides of deeds for security and defensive purposes, but we will see, you know, different deeds that people have made, and they're pretty spectacular. And you can see that the way that people make things on PvP servers is a little bit different to the way they make them on Freedom servers. You know, it's not so pretty. I'm sorry to say, it's not so pretty. Roads aren't exactly flat, you know, and because you've got these fortifications, and that's the main thing. It's not about how beautiful everything is. But once again, I have seen some really awesome looking things, you know. So from there, what are we talking about next? Basically, what else are we going to see? We're going to see fighting things like the creatures that you see here, that are obviously a lot worse than what they are on Freedom servers. And this is one of the reasons why you need shield skill, because these Valari animals and mobs are tougher. You know, you've got things like no gumps and eagle spirits and drake spirits, and there's other ones, but I haven't encountered all of them yet, but we'll get there. So I'm going on, and I've obviously spoken a lot about stuff already, but this is just an first impressions, a little chat about how the servers are, and what we're going to check out in the future. So I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you guys enjoy this series, because it's really fun doing it. I've recorded some footage, but I'm going to space it out and try to get some more, and hopefully we'll shed some light on the PvP servers, and that they're not all scary, and if you do it the right way, you can have a fun time, not just a death time. A death time. Interesting. You know, you'll have hard times, yes, but only come here with things that you're willing to lose. Only wear things and carry things that you're willing to lose. A lot of people will find that they love that extreme risk, and they wear their scale, and they wear all these things that they can lose, and the risk is greater, and they obviously get off on that. So, and perhaps they have the skill to back it up as well, and they go, well, I'm not losing it. But anyway, we're going to leave it there, and because I'm rambling and I'm excited, and we'll leave it there, and I'll see you all later.